Hello and welcome to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders. And today we have Dr. Malika Pal, who is the principal of Mittal Institute of Education. And my name is Nishtha. So, welcome to Collegedunia, ma'am.
Thank you, Nishtha. Um, my best wishes, and let's hope for a meaningful journey.
Ma'am, I would like you to give a brief introduction about yourself.
I am Dr. Malika Pal. I did my PhD in biosciences. That means it covers all the biological sciences meaningfully. And I had done it with GATE Fellowship with 96 percentile way back in 1997. I completed my PhD in 1997. Getting GATE, I think I was first or second student in Barkatullah University to get a GATE Fellowship back then. It was in 1992. 92-93 session. After completing my PhD in single cell proteins, I proceeded for did a small stint in starting up a business or industry to for production of single cell protein. But later I moved on to education because it came to me as a natural calling that I'm not a person for marketing kind of thing, and production and training is my call. So I joined to be an assistant professor. I joined, my first job was in Sihor Government College in 1999. And after that, I have worked in various capacities in various institutions, finally as a principal in Mittal Institute of Education. I have won many awards to be one of the favorite, which is favorite for me, is that I have been a Young Scientist awardee, and I did some trainings and research in industrial pollution, hazardous waste management in Manali industrial area in National Fertilizers Limited. So production and caring for nature and biofertilizers, production of bio and green technologies are things which are very close to me, and I on and off, officially or unofficially, go on propagating these kind of things which are helpful in conserving nature as well as conserving a better niche for our society.
Ma'am, being the principal at Mittal Institute of Education, what is your philosophy of leadership and how would you describe your leadership style?
Basically, I do not consider myself a leader. I am here to see that all of the parts of the institution, that includes teacher, management, university, and students, they work efficiently and without any friction. I consider myself a catalyst in getting best out of all the fields, and everybody should stay in a win-win situation. Basically, what I feel deeply that nobody does anything wrong willfully. So if there is some mistake or any shortfall, I just want to go to the core of the issue and solve that issue so that those things do not happen again and again. And in this way, I lead any institution, whether this institution or other institution I have been. My foray is just to be a catalyst and see that things work properly and according to the rules and regulations of the institution and of the organization.
Ma'am, how does the curriculum of Mittal Institute ensure the best practice in the industry?
In Mittal Institute of Education, the best part is that we are here to say that we convert the information which is given in the curriculum to the student in the form of knowledge, so that they can use the knowledge for their livelihood. And livelihood doesn't mean getting any job or a better means of employment. It means giving them a better understanding of the society and the family, so that they live aggressively and peacefully and be a worthy citizens of the country. So in Mittal Institute, it gives me a free hand to mold the students and give them proper employability related skills and trainings, so that they become more and more productive. Once they have, there is a proverb that ideal mind uh, strays away. So in this case, what we do not give them ideal time uh, and give them proper positive feedback, so that they are motivated to do whatever they want, but in a positive, contributing a positive way in the society, and doing carving a niche for themselves and their family.
Ma'am, what are the institute's priorities over the upcoming 10 years?
Institute's priorities are that, I have told you earlier, that this institute have a two different set of students. One are the students of graduation level, pursuing their BSc, BCom, BBA, BCA courses, and other are the teachers, would-be teachers doing B.Ed and M.Ed. So in one hand, we are equipping our students to become to compete for competitive exams or go for corporate jobs, and giving them trainings and skills to for entrepreneurship. And even what we are promoting, that if they have any kind of business in their home which their parents are running, or they have some family business, we encourage them to be part of that business and take it to the next level, and become a job provider instead of becoming a job seeker.
What do you want people to know about Mittal Institute that they might not know?
Normally what happens when there is an image of a college, that you go there, you study, and you get grades in the university, that's all about the any college education. In case of Mittal, what I would like people to know is that the practical training and the emphasis which is put on entrepreneurship development, and to make this the students to become job providers, not the job seekers. This is the best part. And then we have a definite time schedule for students for sports also, so that all-round development is there. NCC and NSS are there for personality development and development of their empathetic features, of their hidden talents, of their inherent nature, so that there is an all-round development of the students. These things are not available in most of the institutions, which we prioritize. The library and the labs are up to the mark as per norms of the university, and the emphasis which we put on employability of the students should go to the other people also, so that if those students who have any family business or who aspire for entrepreneurship development have a definite idea of them, we have tie-up with industrial houses and other agencies, government and semi-government agencies, which impart them training regarding employment generation and entrepreneurship development. Like in case of biofertilizer production and production of biopesticides, plant tissue culture, animal tissue culture trainings, which we provide them to the students for their development. Then we give them live projects for BBA, basically BCA and BSc CS students. We encourage them to go for live projects and float them and run them, develop their websites of different institutions or agencies as their part of internships, so that whatever that we prepare them for life within 3 years, and we expect them, and most of them do well in the society, and because they have got a short idea of what is coming to their life, not thinking about like if after college, what to do after college. They have clear cut idea. Now we are proceeding to next level. So mostly what happens, what I have seen in other institutions, that after completing graduation, students come to think that what next. But we give them this what next thought, that what will you do. The first day they come to the college, we ask them question, what do you want to see yourself after 5 years from now. So with that vision we proceed, and so that like after completion of graduation, either they proceed for post graduation or they just get their dream jobs right away, because our planning starts from the day one the students get enrolled in their respective courses. So this, I think, should percolate down to other students also, other parents also, specifically, because students are bombarded with so many information, and they see that once they complete the graduation they will get a white collar job, and the white collar job, and then what happens that after graduation they do not know what to do next. Then they go for different coaching classes to get jobs, and they seek different agencies or help or other. We take pains to give students all the information right away from the first year in their college, so that when they complete 3 years of their course here in the college, they get complete idea what to do next after they have completed their graduation here.
What are some of the greatest strengths of Mittal Institute?
Like again, the stress on employability, and the dedicated staff, and commitment on part of management towards this goal, and working towards this goal together in same direction is the greatest strength of the Mittal Institute of Education. We have full support of the management, and it is their vision to create a better world through self-reliance and self-employability. And this is the greatest strength and greatest, what we can say, USP of Mittal Institute of Education. Most of our students, graduated students, get employed, or they are even in position to employ other people also.
How do you tend to establish a healthy relationship in your institute?
Like firstly, what I said, that basically what we feel, what we work on the philosophy that nobody is doing any harm or doing any wrong willfully. There must be some error of judgment or conflict of interest which is working. So we, in case of any dispute or disparity, we go down to search the cause of the error, and we tend to mitigate that fault or error in that way, without blaming or pinpointing any error on any part. Rather than we focus on the system and improving it, so that those things does not appear again and again, and no negativity is generated among our stakeholders, which includes a university, management, teachers, and students, and even other supporting staff. So no negativity and transparency in working is the best thing which we can say about our institution.
Ma'am, what are some of the biggest challenges you see for higher education and for Mittal Institute?
Biggest challenge is that most of the students who come to the college, there is a gap between their expectations and their abilities, and of course the amount of effort which needed to be put that to bridge that gap. Students think that like what they see in Pulp Friction, that once they complete their education, they are going to get a job, and that will be a very highly paid job, and they will have all comforts of life. And when we offer them the placements, they find that placement not suitable enough for them, whereas they are not aware of the market situation. Even in some cases, parents are also not aware of the market situations. So the biggest challenge is to uh, make students realize that what kind of effort they need to put to the goals or dreams they have for their own future, and make them sit and toil for that. That is the biggest challenge, because everybody here is there to get a good job, but they are they are not actually prepared to give their what we can say 24 into 7, 8 hours or 10 hours of dedicated study to get that job. There is a huge gap in expectation and working for that expectation. So that is the biggest challenge. And moreover, most of the students, they find like a middle class mentality is to have a secure 9 to 5 job, which is not possible these days. They have to be competitive. They have to be what we can say, the job is like now a second personality, and you have to work day in and day out. And for getting that job, you have to work really hard. To make students work hard and realize that they can achieve their goals provided they follow the rules and work hard towards them. So this gap needs to be bridged, and it has to be taken care of. Students has the counseling students to um, work for their own dreams is very difficult, because what they see and what actually is, because in this world of now internets and soap operas and everything, so giving us such a bright and beautiful picture of the future and job prospects, that when they get to know what they are getting, they are generally disillusioned. And first they deny, they waste few years of their life in denying mode, that no, I'm not taking up this job, I'll get something better. And finally they take what, even something which is far below their capabilities. So making them work hard, really hard, to achieve their goals. Everybody can achieve their goal. Only thing is that they have to be pointed very, very sharp and focused on their goals. Like when we say that, what do you want to be? I want a government job. Now they do not have clear idea about what a government job is. The banking, railways, even police or even army, they consider all these as government job, whereas the preparation for each and every profile is completely different. So segregating students and getting their mindsets towards a single goal so that they can work for it really hard, it is really a challenge, because they are reluctant to do so, and mindsets are different. They think that first I complete graduation, after that I'll think about it. So that is the biggest challenge. And getting students employed means a mode of employment, either through self-employment or enhancing their own family business, or getting a private job, setting up of an NGO. This is the biggest challenge in education, like linking the education to the industry. Like in case of what we can say, that in pharmaceutical industry, or in case of nursing, or in case of medical, students have clear-cut idea that I am studying medical, I will be a doctor. In this case, when student is studying BBA, BCA or BCom, they do not have any idea what kind of job they are landing up to. So giving them a clear picture and guiding them, and most of the time the students hold on to their teachers as their real guides, and following them is definitely a challenge, because most of the students who come to BSc courses are normally dejected. Those are those students who had aspired for engineering but couldn't go through, or they had aspired for a medical course. That's why they have selected bio as a subject, but they were not selected. So they also lack confidence in themselves. So bringing confidence and showing them proper dreams, and then following them to achieve them, is really a tough task, because society and parents are also responsible. Like most of the students who have not cleared by a NEET are not looked upon as hopeful candidates for any kind of future job. So they have, their parents, their society have lost confidence in them, and that percolate down to their own personality also. So making them realize that nothing is lost and you are still in the game and you can achieve something is really a tough task. So our goal is to rekindle their interest in education and interest in their own interest in getting a good future is the toughest task which I face in case of this kind of courses, like plain courses where students are pursuing BSc or BCom. So that is there. Making student confident, achieve their goals, because otherwise what happens that students are not interested in the class, they stray out, and then they are up to any kind of nuisance or other kind of things apart from studies, because they know that nothing is coming out of this education and they are not going to get a good job. So bringing them back to the class, bringing confidence among themselves, and giving some dreams to them is the biggest challenge. Then they are capable enough to fulfill those dreams. That I have seen many dreams come true. And when any student comes to us and says that I am here and today I am doing this and this gives immense pleasure. And keeping this spirit alive on and off is really a challenge in the education sector, especially in the core educations where students go for plain courses which do not have a clear-cut idea of their future or their livelihood.
Okay, ma'am, any suggestion or message you would like to give current youth and aspiring students?
For aspiring students, the only thing I would like to give them as a suggestion is that they should believe in themselves, stick to one goal, because like a dartboard game, if you say that I'm throwing dart and whatever number comes is my number, then you are not going to hit a bullseye. You have to focus on a bullseye and then throw a dart. So from the day one, when you are in the college, you should select the course accordingly. And after selection to the course in the college, what is there that we say that even government says, society says that you are old enough to select your life partner, you are old enough to vote and select your leaders. So you are old enough to take decisions and stick to it regarding your future. You are not young. So nobody should guide it, but it should come within you. Because when we break an egg from outside, it is spoiled. When it breaks from inside, we get a new life. So the aspirations should come from their own side, and they should, like I give examples to the students, like when a caterpillar aspires to become a butterfly, nobody likes a caterpillar, but everybody wants to be or wants to see a butterfly. Everybody loves a butterfly. So what happens to become a butterfly? A pupa, the caterpillar, cocoons itself, shields itself from the entire world and prepares inside. And when the cocoon is broken, when it is ready, it breaks the cocoon. So for college life, what I would like to suggest to the student, say they are now a caterpillar, and to become a better butterfly, they have to console themselves, cover themselves up, leave any kind of functions, parties, and any kind of familial functions, friends, relatives, everything, and make a cocoon outside themselves and prepare for a better future. When they come out with flying colors, getting a good job, a good future, or maybe a job. In this case, I am talking about livelihood. It could be their own enterprise, their own NGO or a company, or a job. When they achieve this, it is not hard. If they work They study in the college, use libraries and teachers, because in these 3 years they have time, they have teachers, they have energy, and they have means. No parent is there to disturb them, apart from some exceptional cases. If a student studies, no parent will disturb them to do any other thing. So if they shield themselves from any other distractions, they will definitely become butterflies of the human society. They will achieve something very unique and different, which is personality wise very different. My subject being biology, I have a special interest in genetics also. So what I have seen, that genes and DNAs of each and every individual person are different. So they should not compare themselves to anybody. Everybody has a different set of genes, a different set of mindset. So any given path is not suitable for, which is suitable for one person is not suitable for other person. So they should not think of becoming somebody, like somebody. They should become themselves, what they like, their hobbies, their passion, and their employment should come in one line, and only then they will have a long, blissful future. And like what I say, that if now when they are entering college, they are of 18 years of age, and by 22 or 23, if they get a good job, they can enjoy life for 40 to 45 to 50, 60 years of employment. So to enjoy life for 40 to 45 years, they can easily put 3 to 4 years as a cocoon. So if they invest these years in shaping their future, they will enjoy all blisses of a healthy life. But if they miss this time, they will definitely face problems in the future for themselves and for their families, because ultimately parents are expecting some good results, as they are also aspiring something from you. So only thing which we can give to our friends and family and our parents is a better future for ourselves. So that is the major message I would like to give to the students, that they should spend college life of 3 to 4 years as an investment and preparation for next 40 to 50 years. And if they want to enjoy life for 40 to 50 years, they have to shield themselves from any kind of pleasure related activities and focus on a single point goal of any kind of employability or livelihood they aspire for themselves.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time and sharing your views on thoughts on education with us.